Yeah. We in this thing. About to play my boy Symba, Madden again. Just had to rock him one time. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, shawty? Oh man, where's my? What's going on? Oh.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore, really. Shout out to all the Rider fans out there. Be more careful with it.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. They keep it with Henry on first down. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9. A toss left. Henry. Bust through the tackle. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration.
Let's get it.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
I can't switch.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now Hurts going to move him around. And he is going to lose yardage here. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Running from the gun with Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
What y'all up to?
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Jackson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
What should we run here, y'all?
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nelson Aguilar taking it in from a yard out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's see if we can get on with this little jet sweep.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
Okay, Symba. Well played. Well played.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
He wasn't ready for it. He wasn't ready for it. Touchdown, touchdown.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 74 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Yes, sir.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action with Jackson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag.
Yes, thank you. On own 18.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
That was an intentional ground. You threw it at the ground intentionally.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
You feel?
Now it's Jackson.
Pick him.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Not gonna like this.
But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's cook it one time. Let's cook it one time. Let's cook it
Now
one time.
Hurts looking to change the play.
You see what we doing? You see what we doing?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Oh, he's cut.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Wow. Touchdown!
Touchdown!
Touchdown! Touchdown!
Uzama from 3 yards
That's what we're doing out here.
And the Eagles
That's what
are
we're
able to
doing out here,
strike
baby.
quickly to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
It's so much fun.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Yes, sir.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Man, I don't know. I'm going to make some dance music again. I'll sing Gus. Yeah, I'm going to make some dance music again. I don't know when.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
No, we change it. Go. Middle.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, wow.
Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
That's cool as hell.
Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Oh, wow.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry.
I don't like it.
22 yards.
I do not like
and
it.
the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Throws right side.
Damn, really?
And he's got it.
That was bullshit.
So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Over here on the computer. Bullshit. Looking at how the stream set up and shit. Not even paying attention like a goofy.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Hurts.
He ready for it right now.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
We're gonna see if this is gonna work. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I don't think he's good enough to stop this. See how I moved everything? Y'all ready?
From the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 10.
Do something better. Do something better.
To throw is Jackson.
Oh, that's not better. That's not better. That's not better.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD.
Swag out on him. Swag out on him. One time. One time.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick-6.
Yes, sir.
Elliott good with a PAT.
Sir.
And the lead is now 21-14.
All good. We all good. We all ready to go. You feel me?
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's play some defense, fellas. We got to play a little defense.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Hurts changing up the play.
We're going to switch it up one time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
He's scared. I know he's scared. I know he ain't
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got a good feeling about Barkley on this play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Listen, I understand you think you're good at this game, Symba, but I don't know if you're ready for what I'm doing.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Touchdown!
This is caught.
Touchdown!
Jalen Hurts on target to Dallas Goedert. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Smoking on my ops. Just that Symba pack. Ooh. Symba pack.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with the time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Here's Jackson.
Oh, pick him.
He's got a man complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween.
No,
and Jackson cannot get away, and he'll
you
go
shall
down.
not pass.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not?
Hell no.
And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Man, that's me hitting you with the... Oh, no, man.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
No, he was in front. When I saw that, I was like, oh, shit.
Several times, the passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Looking to throw on second down.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Oh.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Oh, the return is Sims. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
He worried about that hit stick. He knows it's coming.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now Let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
No way. Throws there, incomplete.
No way.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. To the 36-yard line. Stop there. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10.
Waited too long.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks. 2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Touchdown, never mind. Never mind. Touchdown,
Eagles.
I didn't know that was
a great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Enjoy these victories I've been
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From young Symba.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Completes it to Aguilar. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Jackson. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. He wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Now Jackson.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness.
Perfect
Here's a 5th interception.
Nigga, let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I think you and
Give me that. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Oh, so you ain't quit. On the last play, I picked it right out of your hands. Just, yeah. Oh, man. I got one more. Make the quarters 5 minutes though. All right, peace. And there we go. I only got 10 more minutes on IG. I'm gonna restart it before the next game. He said, "It is what it is." 35-14, I'd quit too. That's funny as hell. Trying to get this shit back working on my damn Instagram. Wonder if because I'm still alive. There we go. There we go. Now we back. Now we back. Okay, I'm reloaded.
Commanders Field holds a little more than 80,000, and they have come out in droves here in Landover, Maryland. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in our nation's capital. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Yo, Mr. Symba. That's crazy. It's a crazy name, sir, but yes. I was right. Thank you.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Daniels. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Come on, come on.
To throw is Daniels.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be out right at the 35. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. 1st down in the red zone. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ooh. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
We'll talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
We're pushing him back.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
Oh, he didn't know he was running.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well. So on 4th down, Austin Seibert on to try the Washington field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Britton Covey going to bring it out of his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 18.
Brown about to cook it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 3.
fakes a spike. But it's not going to work. He'll go down. They got him. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. The slot man in motion right. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Throw left side complete. That's
got enough
Brown.
for the first.
And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Throwing is Hurts.
Fuck.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's beat this thing out. I want to watch a little TV and, unwind. Oh, you can barely hear me? You can't hear me?
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
This better? Can you hear me now?
Here's Hurts to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside.
Is that better? Let me know if you can hear me better now.
Only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's because I got the game so damn loud. That's really what it is. My sensation.
They'll set up
Oh,
to throw.
shit. Tweaked.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders are going to take over once again.
I feel like that's the time you do the Denzel turnaround.
Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a
All right.
route here, and the
All
idea
right.
is to
All
get the
right.
defense
All right.
confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, another shot.
We all right there. We all right
go
there.
The wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
That is caught, and he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a
this might be a little risky. I'm not gonna lie, this might be a little
situation.
risky.
It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively.
riskier than I thought. I thought he was throwing it.
Understands how to get open in key situations.
I thought he was throwing it.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
Nope. Stay right there, motherfucker. Stay right there. Halt. Who goes there?
And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on. Ready.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down.
He getting tricky with this play selection. As he should. Smart. Because otherwise,
so many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
I can't lie, I'm having a harder time. I'm having a harder time with these guys than I was having
running
with
game imposing its will.
Whoever else he was picking, who was trash.
A give left side to Robinson.
He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
This boy fighting for every yard.
1:59 remaining.
Fighting for him.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Daniels. Here's a screen for Robinson.
And he is
all right.
into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
All right. Shit.
Brian Robinson Jr. from 10 yards out. And they are
Damn.
able to add on to their advantage. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer.
All good. All good.
Thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Symba now to kick it off.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Long live 3 was good, bro.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early.
There we go.
So they have to decide.
There we go. Don't bring that back. Don't bring that back. Offsides. Yeah, I'll take it. No, I'm going to decline that.
So
I'm going to decline that because we
it's kind of like when we were at dinner last
have
night,
gone all the way.
for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right?
I be on, I don't really be on 2K, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna start getting on it though, now that I'm about to start streaming more. I'm like, why not? This is what I'm gonna do in my off time, when I'm not at Guild streaming.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Smith here.
There we go. We're gonna charge up the field.
And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try to run.
Damn it.
Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
Ooh! Ooh! I know he mad at that. I know he mad at that. Oh, my God. Yo. Oh, my God. That's crazy. That's actually kind of crazy. I thought that was a pick for sure. I swear I thought that was a pick for sure. Boy.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
Back to throw.
Wide open. Wide open. Touchdown. Touchdown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As the first half is winding down, and the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Final seconds, 20 seconds, right?
So the late touchdown there, and that certainly changes things as we move toward halftime.
Yeah, and there's a potential for things to change even more because, remember, they get the ball first to start the third quarter. So
and I get the ball first.
And take the lead.
I like it.
A great opportunity.
I like it. I like what it's doing. I like where it's going. I like what it's all about.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Okay.
Out there set and ready for this
next
drive.
Yeah, Charlie. Appreciate you, bro.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh, I can't believe.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
I can't believe I just let that nigga do that. What the fuck?
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Fucking dumbass.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback.
Oh, never mind. I'm trash now. Well, you know what, Charlie? Fuck off. How about that? No, I'm kidding. But kind of. Being mean. Stop it. You're better than that.
The Eagles offense set to begin.
And I'm not trash. I don't know how that just happened.
8 seconds on the
I'm
clock,
not that
a lot of
bad.
time to try to put anything together.
Actually, why am I even running these little? Yeah, there we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Might as well air this bitch out for the.
Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play.
Where Wallace at?
Wallace
is in Alabama doing centers. Wallace is a millionaire. Wallace was smarter than all of us. Little did we know.
He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've hit.
I can't believe I just.
This is the NFL.
Can't believe I just let this nigga score right before the damn.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
If I were scared to lose, that would be the play that would do it.
17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
He said, ask Bodie and Poot about Wallace.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have
yeah, that's what I want you to do, Smith. Nice little drag.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught, Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's what I like. We going
up the middle with Barkley. Shedding the tackle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's what I like. Who I got in the finals, honestly, I'd like to see Indiana win it. Just because I like Halliburton's annoying, and I just think that's funny. Like, he's like funny in there. Like, he's like people. He rubs people the wrong way. Pause. And like, yeah, I think that's pretty funny. So I'd like to see him win a championship. Even though Shea is very good, definitely deserves it. And I think they're the better team. I don't know much about basketball, but yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Has got to be priority 1.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. They'll look to throw here.
Damn it.
Lee says this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
He's a dentist there without a license. Well, video games be so corny.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Yes, we are in desperate need of a conversion. Thank you for noticing.
Back to throw here.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I led him a little too hard, but I will take it.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer.
I like that.
Maybe you don't have to leave me quite that
whoa,
much.
Whoa. I like that.
He did indeed.
I like that.
At least he gets to put it on the highlight reel. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my
I never reversed my
urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and
my
out
slants
and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Rolling to his right.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
3-yard run.
Yeah.
Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in
that
close,
man
and this
just
is where
ran
as a
it
quarterback,
in for a touchdown.
I got to make a play
on
here.
4th and
Doesn't
3rd.
matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdoam run.
Elliott good with a PAT.
Said, okay, T taking L in game 1 or 2. It's over. Yeah. Well, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. But, I mean, I think, I don't know. I got a good feeling about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
You did say run over Hurts, too. That's kind of crazy.
Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team.
I don't like that. That doesn't make me comfortable. I'm going to tell you that right now.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's
starting to get around this little blitz, eh?
Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. That's my Morgan Freeman impression.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Daniels. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
That cutback was crazy. That impressive.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Impressive.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage.
Well played.
Back at the 36.
Well played.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now. Go set. Go set. Ready.
It's Eckler again. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown.
This cutback plays are fucking
the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Motion man is Crowder. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Short jet sweep.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He got some cool little plays that he's running now.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 78 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
I appreciate you. I'm a huge Hank Hill fan.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jamison Crowder. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, King of the Hill, like one of my favorite cartoons of all time.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good.
10 points in 3 minutes and 53 seconds. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, people.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Oh yeah, they got the new one coming out too. The new King of the Hill. Extremely underrated. I hope the new one.
The Eagles
I hope
set to begin their
the new one isn't so bad.
Well, that last touchdown
I hope it's not like bad how they do
now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Dropped the ball. Human error.
Now back to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown.
Yo, this like the amount of... Yeah, they did a remake. Bobby grown, Hank and Peggy are older. This is it. I think it's on Hulu.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flat
touchdown.
Level and everything.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll roll him out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Here.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Wow.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down,
I should have gone for
the
the
guy
kick.
they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It didn't have to go down like this. Well, we won and won. I'm tired. I don't have video game stamina. I get tired. Like, low-key, I'm like, well, if I lost, I lost. I'm ready for the shit to be over.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
Or I'm ready to be just like winning by a whole lot. Damn, I should have kicked that field goal because low-key.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Can't win them all, but you got to win, majority of them.
Now Daniels.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Hey, check that street.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there.
He ain't get it.
Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Fuck, man. I'm ruining this, man. This is all me. This L is my fault. This is like
thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Throwing is Hurts. That's to his running back, Gainwell.
That was useless. Thank you.
They should have gotten more out of that, though. He was wide open.
Yeah, you were wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Yep,
this is
hit.
Intercepted, and that
Whoever said that in the chat, you called it.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
Fuck.
And the Commanders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well,
got picked by some motherfucking named Chin.
At this point, this was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier
I'm so
in the
disappointed
game.
in myself.
But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with
safety? No safety!
It's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this
Trade Razor was good, bro. They didn't give me the safety. That's crazy.
Robinson up the middle.
And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
Kicks by Deuce Lee. Yes, they did appear to have worked.
Because everyone is in sync right there.
It's quite unfortunate,
The ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Oh, now he gonna run the clock out. Now this nigga Vince Lombardi and shit.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Oh, that's love, bro. Appreciate that. That's crazy.
Now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
I thought you
but they
caught
can't
that.
worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Well,
So that changes
that's
things.
all I got
You
from
get
Madden
the
tonight.
interception, and then to boot, a good return tagged on.
And really,
Rich,
it
I
was down
probably
to him
throw
versus the quarterback on
throw
the
this at
return,
the
and that's
screen
one you would
just
think
so
the defender would
everybody
win.
can have a good laugh
But a
and
nice
it could go
job there of seeing
viral.
the
But
play
I
all
don't have
the
that
way
kind
to
of
the
money,
end
so
and
therefore I'm not
making
going
the
to do that,
tackle by
and
the
therefore
QB.
I'm still very pissed off.
Airing one out for Crowder. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to
And
the
that's the way the
statisticians.
cookie
This ball
crumbles.
game is now officially over. So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter.
Disappointing.
As they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants
Now
to pitch a
Symba
shutout
texting
for
me
the
with the
entire
bullshit.
game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter,
It's a good game. All
that
right.
tells everyone that you're getting stronger.
You too,
and
man.
dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you
Thought I was
close, the
gonna
way that
come
you
back.
finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football.
All right, y'all.
All the way up through.
Deuces.
And they closed them out with a big-time performance.